Hi and welcome to my channel. So there are two really simple, straightforward pathways that you can use to move to the UK ASAP if you're from a red list country. Look, being from a red list country doesn't mean that you're banned from moving to the UK. But there are legal ways that you can move. And I'm going to be telling you the only two ways that you can move to the UK if you are currently from a red list country. And look, you may be watching this and you're thinking, Melvis, what are you on about? What is a red list country? So obviously in this video, I'm going to tell you what a red list country is, what this means if you're from any of these countries, how to move to the UK. Like I said, there are only two ways, two legal ways that you can move to the UK if you're currently from a red list country. And let me just start by saying that the World Health Organization is the only person or the only thing or the only organization that is responsible for deciding which country is on the red list and which country is not. The reason I'm saying this is because there's been quite a lot of confusion on what a red list country is, what is going on, and some people have actually said that the UK has added their country to the red list. They don't know why. The UK is trying to restrict recruitment. No, the UK actually has nothing to do with red list countries. The UK does not decide which countries are on the red list. It is decided by the World Health Organization, and it's a way of protecting vulnerable countries that don't have a very robust healthcare system. Because if you keep poaching these healthcare professionals, then the country's health system is obviously going to break down even further. So that's why the red list obviously was introduced. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I truly do appreciate your time. And I hope that you're implementing all these things that I'm talking about, because look, this year, 2023, is the year for implementation. If you're watching any of my videos, you need to be implementing all of this. You need to make sure that you're not hearing information, you're not listening to information, you're not watching information, but you are implementing so that you can excel, you can thrive, and you can continue to succeed and be the best that you can be. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit subscribe right now. Turn on that notification button so you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. But most importantly, I have a newsletter where I can send you all updates regarding the best visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, the simplest, easiest, and most cost-effective pathways to move to the UK. Updates, changes about visas, immigration rules, policies, work from home jobs that are available worldwide. These are jobs that you can do from the comfort of your own home without needing to worry about your geographical location, as well as side business opportunities that you can start in the UK. So if you join my newsletter, then I send this info. It's a free newsletter. You don't have to pay to be a member, but I'll send you all the information directly to your inbox. So if you check the comment section below, I've dropped a link to that newsletter which you can join. It's not even going to take you up to 20 seconds and you're going to be part of it. Also, if you've got any private question you want to ask me, you're thinking, Melvis, now you talk about this, I've thought about this. You can also use that newsletter. It's got my contact number, it's got my email, and I'll be able to respond to you through that way. So please, there are things that I may say that you're thinking, just use the newsletter or use the comment section below and I'll join you on there. So like I've said, Red List Country is something that was introduced a few years ago. And you've got countries like, it's got over 50 countries, obviously, that are part of the red list. But when you look at Africa, obviously, Africa makes up 37 countries on that red list. But I think we can all understand why there are so many African countries, because the health system, the healthcare system in Africa isn't really, in most, let me not say Africa, in many of the African countries, it's not really the best. When you look at the number of healthcare professionals, it's not the best for the number of patients that you're caring for. When you look at the healthcare practice itself, it's not really up to standard compared to other countries such as, the US of A, the UK, Australia, Canada, Germany, Italy, all these other countries. And so that's why this red list was obviously introduced to safeguard people. But there are still ways that you can move to the UK even if you're from a red list country. I now have people who message me saying, Melvis, my name is, I don't know, Gloria. I'm a nurse from the red list country, Zambia. I'm like, no, that's not how you should introduce yourself. You are simply Sandra from Zambia. So again, being from the red list, the only restriction that you do have is that you are not legally allowed to use a recruitment agent. And by the way, I'm going on, you may be sat there thinking, oh my God, who is this? What's she going on about? So my name is Melvis. I currently work as a nurse myself. So I'm an advanced nurse practitioner here in England, in the UK. So I moved to the UK a few years ago myself. I was working as a carer in a nursing home, and then I decided to get into nursing. So I studied nursing here in the UK as an international student. Upon graduation, I was very keen, very passionate about career progression. So I decided, to keep on progressing. And so I now work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. And it's come with a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance, a lot of mentorship, a lot of tutoring, and a lot of dedication. So I dedicate my time supporting nurses, carers, student nurses, prospective student nurses, students, anyone that is looking for UK visa sponsorship, people that are ready to do the work but just need the guidance. And I have a private career coaching program called Nursing Career Bootcamp where I support with all of this. If you're looking for any UK visa sponsorship job, you'll get support within that program. So it doesn't matter what your career pathway is, it doesn't matter what you do, but the main thing should be that you're looking for visa sponsorship jobs in the UK. But if you're keen on career progression and you're a nurse, you're a carer, you're a midwife, you're a student nurse, you're already in the UK, most importantly, and you're thinking, oh my God, how do I become a nurse anesthetist, a nurse endoscopist, advanced nurse practitioner, nurse manager, specialist nurse? How do I get into nursing? Or maybe you came in as a carer, but you're actually a nurse or midwife, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, how do I get my NMCP number? I can support you with that journey. My program has people across all the different, professions, different stages. And so you're going to get that support that you need. You get access to individualized support, personalized support, and that tailored support for your needs so that you can achieve your goals. Because look, as much as moving to the UK is great, being able to succeed in the UK, being able to have a successful career, have a fulfilling life in this country is something that is incredibly important. But again, it's very challenging because truth be told, people are busy. Many people would like to support you, but they don't have time. And that's why I dedicate myself, to supporting you with that journey. So if you check the about section of this YouTube channel or the description box below, you're going to see a link to my private coaching program. So if you're watching this, and like I say, whether you're in the UK or out, if you need that tailored support, that individualized support, then I do offer that through my private coaching program. But my newsletter is obviously there. You can join and I'll send that info directly to your inbox. It's all free, so you don't need to worry about any cost. But I'll send you that information directly, so you never really miss out. So I'm looking forward to seeing you obviously in that program. And I do hope that if you're watching this and you need that tailored support, you've been struggling to get jobs, you're not able to, you're not sure what you're doing right, you need a CV review. Because one of the things that I do is as soon as a new person joins the program, we have a call, you have a one-to-one call, we sit down, we examine what's your experience, what are your qualifications, what have you done, what's your interest, which country are you from, what do you want to do, and then we'll talk about the best pathway for your personal circumstances, and then what is required for that particular pathway, how do you present yourself, what's the interview preparation, what do you need, who is actually providing visa sponsorship job for that particular sector that you're looking for, and what is needed really, where do you apply, how do you apply. So it's the whole lot. You literally get support with the entire process because it is something that I'm passionate about, and I know how challenging it can be if you don't have the information that is required. So again, do get in contact with me if it's something that you are keen on and that you're interested in. Also share with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, relatives, so that they're aware of this information and they can make the most of it so they can continue to excel, to thrive, and to obviously be their best selves in this beautiful country, the UK. So like I was saying, if you're from a red list country, it is not a matter of citizenship. So it's not your citizenship that makes you from a red list country. Obviously, we know Nigeria, Zambia and Zimbabwe have recently been added. Cameroon is part of the, in fact, most countries in Africa are currently on that red list. So again, you cannot use recruitment agencies. That's the only thing that it means. You cannot use a recruitment agency, but you need to apply for jobs directly to the UK employers. So you cannot be like, oh, you're just going to sit there, recruitment agencies will come, recruit you, you do everything through them. It's not allowed, it's not legal. In fact, many colleagues of mine from Zimbabwe, for example, they were running really successful recruitment agencies. They have basically had all of their contracts withdrawn. They have lost thousands of pounds every single month that they were making because they basically just lost those contracts. So yes, they can still recruit, but it can only be from other green list countries. And when you look at somebody who has built a successful business over the years recruiting nurses or healthcare professionals between, say, Zambia and the UK, or Zimbabwe, in the case of Zimbabwe and the UK, it is a huge loss in earnings. It is a massive difference in it makes all the difference basically. So you've got to devise another strategy on what to do. So, like I say, it's not a matter of citizenship, but it's where you're physically resident, which means that if you're a citizen, say from Zambia, if your citizenship is that you're Zambian, but you live in South Africa, South Africa is one of the few countries that is still on the green list. You're going to be considered green because of your physical geographical location. So if you're a nurse originally from Cameroon, for example, but you're currently living in South Africa, you will be considered green because you're living in South Africa. You're not living in Cameroon, even though your citizenship is Cameroonian. Because I still get people from the UK as well saying to me, Melvis, I'm already in the UK. Can I apply for carer jobs even though I'm from a red list country? I'm like, you're already in the UK. It doesn't matter because it's the geographical location that makes it a red list or green list. It's not your citizenship, which is very, very important. And there's been quite a lot of confusion, when it comes to this. So if you then leave, like I say, and you have that transition and you're physically on a green list country, then you can use a recruitment agency. And that's something that is massive because, again, in my private coaching program, I have many colleagues who are from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, different countries. They are resident in South Africa, and so they're still able to use those recruitment agencies, and that's not really an issue. It's not a challenge. It's completely legal, and so you can do that. And it's the same thing for all healthcare professionals. It's not only nurses, carers, no, it's for everybody. So again, I've done lots of videos on this channel about different visas, different pathways, different jobs, different opportunities. Check them out. If you're not sure of anything, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Keep watching the videos and, just share, like I've said, and make sure that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you hit subscribe, turn on the notification button so you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. Join the newsletter so I can send you that information directly to your inbox and you're never reliant on the YouTube algorithm that's like a yo-yo. You never know where it's going. But you get that tailored, individualized, personalized support if you join my private coaching program, because that's where I offer the support to the members, because it just gives me that sense of focus, that sense of getting to really know the members really well and personally, so that I can know that, okay, if I see a good opportunity as well, I can say, oh, this is perfect for Claire, this is perfect for Sandra, this is perfect for Susan. Nanny jobs, we've got people who are applying for nanny jobs for teachers, carers, nurses, all sorts of visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, as well as career progression for those already in the UK, students planning to change their visas, switch to other work visas. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in that program. Keep watching the videos and I'll see you in the next video.